There's been a lot of chatter online here about your vice president picks. We got J.D. Vance. They accuse him of sleeping with his couch. Tim Walz. They accuse him of drinking horse semen, stolen valor, the whole bit. So how can you guys assure the public that your pick for vice president will be able to step in as commander in chief, provided they're called to action?
Well, I have to say, so J.D. Vance is a tremendous guy. He's got a beautiful beard, and we're very happy with him. He's a great pick. He served his country honorably and didn't lie about it. You know that he didn't lie about it. Tim Walz lied about it. Said he went to war. He's never been to war. Said he went to Afghanistan. Never went to Afghanistan. Said he was a command sergeant major, and we know that was not true either. He was demoted before he retired because he didn't want to deploy to Iraq, which I don't blame him. You know, if I was your president, there'd be no Iraq war, and he wouldn't have had to go. You know, he was probably hoping, I wish Donald Trump was my president. I wouldn't be deployed to Iraq because there'd be no Iraq war. But he's a disaster. You know, they call him stolen valor. They call him tampon Tim. He wants to put tampons in the boys' room, but they call J.D. Vance weird. Nothing is weirder than a boy using a tampon. And I don't know, maybe Tim has to use them for some reason. We call him paintballs walls, because he had his cops shoot paintballs at people. Could you believe that? He shot paintballs at people in Minneapolis after he let the city burn down in the fiery but mostly peaceful protest. He's a complete and total disaster. Looks like an overgrown cream puff. You look at him, he looks like a pastry. Chris Christie gets excited. We don't need to worry about him. We love J.D. Vance. He's a tremendous person. He's going to be great just in case something bad happens, because a lot of people want to forget. Something bad almost happened. I turned my head to the right. I got shot in the ear. What a horrible thing. But I'm here. I'm here to tell the tale. I'm alive. I'm still kicking. And we're going to win like nobody's ever seen. But if something bad happens, we know J.D. Vance is going to be able to lead this country into prosperity, whereas no balls Walls, if he had to be the president, would probably retire and leave, just like he did when he was in the National Guard, because he's a coward and he's not capable of anything. That much I can tell you.
Great stuff, Madam Vice President. Tim Walz annihilated there by the former president. What's your take here? Is Tim Walz ready to step in, and what's your take on J.D. Vance?
Yeah, first of all, let me be clear. JD, he's weird. All right. And I'm sticking with that. He's weird. I don't know what his deal is. And, you say tampon Tim like it's a bad thing. I'm not going to lie, Don. Sometimes you do have, some good unburdened ideas. I think my campaign slogan will be campon. I think that's great. But let's get serious for a second. I spoke about this at length before. All right. I might even spoken about this more times than I've spoken about the border, which I do plan on, going to eventually. But you got to understand, like Joe, he was slow to start. And, Tim, he's just so energetic. He's exactly what the people want. When it comes to, stolen valor, I mean, valor is valor. And your definition of what war is might be different to somebody else's definition. That's why you're dangerous to democracy. You're dangerous. We try to redefine all definitions to make the world a better place, right? That's what diversity is about. That's what inclusivity is about. So, I want him to enjoy whatever semen he wants to enjoy. I want him to wear tampons if he needs them, because I want the little boys in this country to be prepared for when they need to menstruate, right? And you don't care about the kids. You clearly don't care about them. My administration is filled with people who care about the children, all right? I don't really care about the ones at the border, but that's a different story. It's another question, Alex. So, Don, I'm going to tell you, you say tampon Tim like it's a bad thing. JD is a weirdo. All right. And, he married that Indian woman to spite me. Don't think I don't see what you're both up to. Right.
All right, let's move along. I'm not sure we want to have that kind of racial undertone here. Let's keep it clean if we can here, possibly, Madam Vice President. Right away with the race we're going into, we want to protect all races and people's
diversity, Alec.
What a terrible thing. What a terrible thing. No, I have to say this. What a terrible thing.
Yeah, it's about diversity.
Let's not act like children. Let's not act like children, okay? Or you're going to challenge me to golf soon, just like your boss, okay? Let's not act like children.
I'll see you on that, on that football field any day for golf. All right.